Welcome back inside the arena here for part 2 of APN's Ground Zero pay-per-view, the first ever pay-per-view for the series. And this matchup is set to be phenomenal. The winner of this matchup is the #1 contender for the APN Television Champion, AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre, here to kick off part 2 of APN Ground Zero. What a matchup this should be. AJ Styles making his way down to the ring for action here tonight. And his opponent here in this one, and none other than the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. What a matchup this should be. The APN Television Championship #1 contenders opportunity here tonight at APN Ground Zero to kick off part 2 of the pay-per-view as McIntyre makes his way down to the ring. And here we go as we get this one underway. AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre starts now. Oh, looking for the boot there. AJ Styles says no, sweeping the leg of Drew McIntyre early on. And now a boot there to the face of McIntyre. Locking up here. McIntyre now going to back AJ Styles into the corner. McIntyre has to have the distinct power advantage here in this matchup against AJ. But AJ is no stranger to pulling out moves when it counts, and now a shot there on Drew McIntyre. McIntyre now gets dumped on the back of his neck there by AJ Styles. And now a kick to the chest. AJ Styles now hits the rope, dropping the knee onto the face of Drew McIntyre now. McIntyre's going to have to try to get back to his vertical base here. As now Styles looking for something, catches a Pele kick across the top of the head of Drew McIntyre. McIntyre so far unable to get anything going against AJ Styles here tonight, and now Styles with a 1916. And on the pin here on Drew McIntyre, 1. No, and a kick out before 2. McIntyre still's got a lot of life left in him here. As AJ looking for a chop across the chest of the Scottish psychopath. AJ now looking for some offense shot here on Drew McIntyre. Laying in waste with multiple shots here on McIntyre. And now McIntyre rolling out of harm's way here. Smart tactics here by Drew McIntyre. Now AJ rolling out of the ring. McIntyre going back out. Look at these guys playing mind games with each other. AJ now right back to a vertical base. Dumps McIntyre on his face. And now Styles with a shot there in the midsection. Styles now has a hold of the arm of Drew McIntyre, placing him down to the mat there. And now McIntyre, springs out of this one. Shot there across the chest. McIntyre looking for some offense now. Oh, and a shot there across AJ. AJ now with another shot on McIntyre. McIntyre with a clothesline. Taking Styles out of the ring. McIntyre now getting some feet underneath of him here in this matchup, as McIntyre now with a hard Irish whip sends AJ Styles into the barricade with a hard thud. McIntyre now sending Styles back into the ring. McIntyre now looking for the boot across Styles. Styles now with an Irish whip sends him into the corner. Wait, McIntyre says no, sticks AJ Styles in the corner, and now McIntyre just slugging off on the phenomenal AJ Styles. Drew McIntyre now laying in shots on AJ. This matchup we thought was AJ Styles just moments ago. And now McIntyre bringing the pain to AJ. Another shot there, McIntyre just laying across the back of AJ Styles. Using that arm like a club. And now McIntyre, wait. Look at this. McIntyre with a reverse Alabama slam there on Styles. McIntyre picking up Styles. Glasgow kiss there by Drew McIntyre. And on the pin here. 1, 2. Oh, what a kick out just before 3. McIntyre landing in the headbutt here on AJ Styles, and now McIntyre just slamming Styles back down to the mat. Look at this. McIntyre just taunting to Styles. Look at this. McIntyre laying in with another clothesline. And McIntyre trying to get the crowd behind him here tonight. McIntyre comes down from the corner once again. Styles with a shot to the back of the neck. Getting his feet underneath of him once again. Styles now looking to fly. Going up top. AJ. Oh, and an elbow right into the kidneys of Drew McIntyre. Now AJ heads back up top. Oh, and another elbow into the kidneys. McIntyre could be in trouble. Has the arm of McIntyre, now does AJ Styles. McIntyre with a shot to the midsection here on AJ. Just trying to battle out, and AJ once again with a shot on the legs of McIntyre. Wait, McIntyre ducks it. Wait, McIntyre got AJ Styles. Future shock DDT in on the pin. 1, 2. Now and a kick out by Styles just before the 3 count. What a matchup. Thought McIntyre had it right there. Irish whip sends AJ to the ropes. Drop down here. Leapfrog here by McIntyre. Now a huge belly to belly. And McIntyre's fired up. McIntyre taking AJ off the apron and down to the floor. And McIntyre now has a hold of Styles, sending him into the ring post and the ring steps. McIntyre once again into the steps. And now McIntyre taking AJ back into the ring. And now McIntyre has a hold of AJ right here, sending him to the ropes. McIntyre looking for the elbow right there. AJ, oh, looking for something, but catches a clothesline for his efforts once again. And now McIntyre wants AJ to get up to his feet. McIntyre going to look to put the exclamation point on this matchup with the white noise. In on the pin. 1, 2. No, and a kick out once again just before 3 by AJ Styles. McIntyre picking him up once again. And McIntyre, look at the strength. Belly to belly. Styles fighting to stay in this thing. And now McIntyre picking up AJ. Wait, AJ says no! Shot there on McIntyre, takes him down. AJ Styles now gonna look to plant McIntyre. Has McIntyre up. Huge powerbomb into a pin. 1, 2. No, and a kick out by McIntyre. AJ Styles now looking for something. Has McIntyre up. Fireman's carry. Neckbreaker there on McIntyre. This could be AJ Styles' moment right here. This could be the opportunity that Styles needs to pick up a win here tonight at Ground Zero. Styles heading out to the apron, calling McIntyre up to his feet here, looking for the phenomenal forearm, and he nails him. Styles nails him with a phenomenal forearm. In on the pin. This could do it. #1 contender's opportunity. No, and McIntyre kicks out before 3. What a matchup. And AJ's again looking to plant McIntyre, and he does. AJ Styles heading up top. AJ gonna look to fly, but misses its mark. AJ misses its mark. Right there, sent to the ropes. Huge belly to belly. Drew McIntyre perched in the corner, thinking Claymore. If he hits this, it's all over for Styles. Claymore by Drew McIntyre. 1, 2, 3, and he does it. What a way to kick off part 2 of APN Ground Zero. Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles, and McIntyre just nailed a massive Claymore onto Styles for the win here tonight. We thought Styles had this one, and somehow, even after this fireman's carry neckbreaker right there by Styles, a phenomenal forearm, and somehow McIntyre was able to hit the Claymore and win this matchup here to kick off part 2 of Ground Zero. McIntyre is the #1 contender to the APN Television Championship, putting Seth Rollins on notice here tonight. Well, it is now time for a fatal 4-way match for the APN Women's World Championship. Bianca Belair versus Mandy Rose versus Asuka versus Becky Lynch. Fatal 4-way matchup, and that is next. Welcome back inside the arena. This will cap off part 2 of the APN Ground Zero pay-per-view, as we will name our first ever APN Women's World Champion. Mandy Rose makes her way down to the ring for this fatal 4-way matchup. 4 women will enter, and only 1 will walk away as the face of APN's women's division. And the next woman in this matchup is the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. What a women's athlete Asuka is. She could very well be an odds-on favorite to become APN Women's World Champion, as Asuka makes her way down to the ring for action here in this fatal 4-way matchup. And the next woman in this fatal 4-way matchup, the woman that defeated Nia Jax on the last episode of Revolt to earn her opportunity here tonight in this fatal 4-way matchup. Bianca Belair showing one hell of a power over the irresistible force Nia Jax to earn her opportunity here tonight. She could very well be an odds-on favorite for the APN Women's Championship as well. Bianca Belair making her way down to the ring. And the final woman in this fatal 4-way matchup, the man, Becky Lynch. We haven't seen Becky Lynch since the first episode of APN, where she earned her opportunity, where she wowed Chris Maverick to earn her opportunity here tonight in this fatal 4-way matchup. The man, Becky Lynch, in action here in this fatal 4-way match tonight, here at the first ever pay-per-view APN Ground Zero. What a way to cap off part 2 of the Ground Zero pay-per-view, then naming an APN Women's Champion. Here's the championship in this one. One of these women will be walking out as the first ever APN Women's Champion. Will it be Mandy Rose, Asuka, Bianca Belair, or Becky Lynch? As the bell rings, this one is off. Shot there by Asuka there on Becky Lynch. Bianca Belair and Mandy Rose battling it out here. Oh, and a shot there by Mandy Rose, and a knee to the face of Bianca Belair, and Asuka dumped to the outside. Becky Lynch following the action outside here. Mandy Rose now has a hold of Bianca Belair. Huge bulldog there to Belair in the center of the ring. Mandy Rose in for a quick pin here. 1. No, and a kick out before 2 as Becky Lynch sliding right back into the action. And now Becky looking to capitalize on Mandy Rose here. Slamming her down to the mat right there. As this action boils into the ring again. Bianca Belair now dumped to the outside floor. And Asuka now taunting to the crowd. Mandy Rose with a shot to the midsection on Becky Lynch. Mandy Rose now looking to capitalize. Twisting the arm and driving Rose down to the mat right there. Becky Lynch is the only one left in this ring, and she knows it. Becky Lynch now heading out to the floor. Becky Lynch now looking to capitalize here on the action outside. Becky Lynch now right in the face of Asuka, taunting Asuka, now gets a kick for her efforts. Asuka drives her into the apron. All 4 women battling outside the ring right now. That APN Women's Championship is on the line, and you know all of these women want to make history as the first ever APN Women's Champion. Becky Lynch now picking up Mandy Rose, dropping her right there. Now, what kind of damage does that do to the arm? I know it sets up for the disarmer. Becky Lynch trying to work on those limbs of Mandy Rose, and now has the exploder suplex here on Rose, and Bianca Belair taking the action inside the ring to Asuka. Club to the back there of the Empress. Bianca Belair looking to capitalize here. Becky Lynch with a huge suplex on the outside to Mandy Rose, and look at the strength of Bianca Belair in the ring. Belair, that is what won her the match against Nia Jax on the last episode of Revolt. And now Mandy Rose back in the ring. Bianca Belair with a big kick there on the Empress. Becky Lynch now taking Mandy Rose back into the ring. All 4 women battling back inside the squared circle here. And now Bianca Belair with a power slam in on the pin here on the Empress. 1, 2, no, and a kick out. Still a lot of fight left in Asuka here in this one. Looking for a shot there. Becky Lynch just dumps Mandy Rose back out to the floor. What kind of damage can be done on the outside? Much more to Mandy Rose than what can be done on the inside of the ring, that's for sure, especially when you're on the other end of Becky Lynch. Bianca Belair so far working over Asuka here. Asuka's got to get herself back into this matchup. Becky Lynch looking for something. Mandy with a clothesline to Becky Lynch outside. And now Bianca Belair hauling Asuka back into the center of the ring looking for a pin. No, and a kick out before 2. Mandy Rose now back into the ring looking to capitalize against Asuka. Now Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch battling it out once again. Becky Lynch gets caught with a shot to the back of the knee. Mandy Rose now and Asuka battling it out. Bianca Belair now dumping Becky Lynch to the floor. Oh, now look at this. Asuka heading up top here. Asuka with a drop kick on the Mandy Rose, laying in on the punishment there on Mandy Rose. Shot there by Becky Lynch outside to Bianca Belair, sending her back into the ring here. What a matchup. Mandy Rose rolls to the outside. Bianca Belair plants Asuka. Asuka there. And now Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair going at it. She catches a backbreaker. I told you Bianca Belair could be an odds-on favorite in this matchup. And now Bianca Belair with a hair whip across the back of the man Becky Lynch. But Asuka right there to capitalize, has a hold of Becky Lynch. Asuka now looking for the submission move. She's got the guillotine on Bianca Belair, and Mandy Rose quickly breaking up that submission attempt. Mandy Rose now has a hold of Asuka, sending her into the corner. Bianca Belair now rolling out of the action. Right hand shots here by Mandy Rose on the Empress. Becky Lynch just kind of letting them go at it. Bulldog there by Mandy Rose, and now Becky Lynch in to pick up the scraps as Asuka rolls out of harm's way. Oh, and a huge move there by Mandy Rose. Takes down Becky Lynch And now Bianca Belair rolls back into the action, breaking up the pin attempt by Mandy Rose. Rose now looking to capitalize, catches a forearm by Bianca Belair. And now Belair dragging Mandy Rose away from the ropes, going in for a pin. 1, 2, this could do it. No, and a kick out by Mandy Rose, staying alive here in this matchup. Bianca Belair now with a shot there on Rose. Takes her back down. And now Bianca Belair planting Rose right there with a neck breaker of sorts. Bianca Belair now with an Irish whip sends Mandy Rose out to the floor. And now Becky Lynch working over the Empress in the corner. She could have an opportunity if she can catch Bianca Belair and Mandy Rose sleeping on this. Now Becky Lynch calling up Asuka. Could this do it? We're getting a double finishing move, I think, right here. Becky Lynch in on the pin. 1, 2. And Bianca Belair just breaks it up in the nick of time. We almost had a women's champion right there. Asuka and Mandy Rose taken out of the equation momentarily as Becky Lynch now off the reversal right there sends Bianca Belair out to the floor. And now wait, Mandy Rose going to look to capitalize on the scraps. Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch not paying attention. Asuka getting up to her feet. Mandy Rose got to plant her inside the ring. Finishing move into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Mandy Rose steals it. Mandy Rose steals it off of the distraction by Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. Distracted by one another, taking the action to the outside, and Mandy Rose capitalized on an already hurt Asuka, picking up the win. And Mandy Rose makes history here tonight as the first ever APN Women's World Champion. What a matchup. You see the double finisher there at the hands of Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair, and then the action would spoil over to the outside, and these two would take the fight to the outside of the ring. And it gave Mandy Rose the opportunity to pick up the win. And she is our first APN Women's Champion. Mandy Rose, congratulations. This caps off part 2 of the APN Ground Zero pay-per-view. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this part, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss part 3 of the APN Grounded pay-per-view with more action to come, and we will be naming an APN World Champion. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys next time.